welcome back to another episode of the Talk to Tanner Morning Show, where we go over tips, tricks, ideas, and exercises to help make you the absolute best entrepreneur you can be, not only for yourself, but for the people you love and care about most. You become better for not only you, but the people you love and care about most. You gotta be a little uncomfortable and take that leap of faith. You're in control of the process. I'm here with you. If we don't continue to grow, if we don't continue to move on, we will be sad and upset. Personal development, episode 247. 247, and I gotta say, I'm a little extra excited about not only today's topic on language and observation. We'll get into what that means here in a second. But I got 1,000 views on one of my short YouTube videos yesterday, and I hadn't done that before. So I think it just shows, and I've never been like the coolest person to walk the earth, popularity or big on social media. So it feels good to just staying consistent with what we're doing. And then hopefully more people will like our channel, more people will comment it and interact it. Because this is supposed to be, not only can other people learn and benefit from what we're doing here, but I also can get better at public speaking and blow up my brand and my business. So it's a win-win for everyone, I believe, and I hope we can continue to help. So this morning's episode, to get into it, we're going to be talking about language and observation. And I'm just going to be keeping it pretty casual, going through the banners, clip by clip. Oh, I actually have the wrong banner up literally right this second. I was getting so excited that I had the wrong topping up. But our heading is like this. The goal today is for us to know ourselves a little bit better, to understand ourselves a little bit better. And we're using some tools from psychiatry and from therapy. So psychiatrists and therapists, they use these two models to really try and understand their patients at a high level to be able to help people. And I am not a psychiatrist and I am not a therapist. I am a coach. There's some indistinct differences, but we're all in the goal of helping people, which is great. We just understand in the literature and from studies that how you speak, your language, and how language is beyond just words, how you hold yourself has a huge impact on your ability to have energy, to feel good, and then also being able to observe and understand that professionals use observation to watch you, your movements, how you act, because this is really what dictates who we are and how we show up. So if we get anything from today's episode, it would just be to make sure that we are comfortable. Point number one for language, how language can impact us positively and negatively. So it's pretty wild that you can go from one mood to the next pretty quickly on a dime, on a snap, where you can hear one thing from somebody in a positive light, like a compliment, and how it can make you feel lots of joy. And then you can also, in just as quick of a fashion, you can be told something negative about yourself, about what you do, about how you show up, and it can negatively impact who we are, how we show, and then we just feel like crap. So we understand how vital language is for how we feel, how we show up. And it's like you have your feeling brain, and then you have your thinking brain. And then your feeling brain is in the driver's seat. So language that comes up logically has a huge impact on how we're feeling, and then our feelings and emotions dictate blah, 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 how we go on and act about our day. So we want to be really careful, and we want to come on this morning and maybe we start our day with some more positive language. Write to yourself. So this is a tool, this is a possible exercise that you could use for language. Write to yourself. And this could be with, so if you're writing to yourself, think of maybe like 2 years in the past. 2 years in the past is usually a good spot to be at. This isn't a lot of journal. If you go buy any type of planner, you talk to a lot of coaches, therapists, psychiatrists. Like if you go the 2-year model, it's usually pretty easy to envision for most people. 2 years in past. And then you're just listing out. The point of this exercise is just to list out and get positive language going into your mind about, okay, these are the things that are going right. We talk about living in the gap. Living in the gap is when I don't have that. I don't have enough money. I don't have a nice enough house. I don't have a nice enough car. I don't have enough friends. I don't have a hot enough girlfriend. I don't have this. All of these things that so many people talk about, that you're living in the gap versus the gain of, I have an amazing home. I have a wonderful, amazing girlfriend. I have something like a passion project. Man, having a number one goal just to me feels amazing. Absolutely love it. So maybe you're just writing about the things that you've had, and then this can help with language and just having positive language. And the things that you say to yourself does really matter, and just understanding this and applying this. And this takes practice. Like I'm going to have a negative thought probably in the next 30 minutes, and it's going to be harsh and it's not going to feel great. But the goal isn't to live this perfect Zen Buddha-like life. That's not my goal. It's to just have more enjoyment and less of the negative stuff. Number 2, going on to the next section, observation. So learning to observe ourselves and finding compassion. If you could go 10,000 feet, like once or twice a day, this is like a type of reflection more so, but psychiatrists and therapists use observation to help guide and support their patients to a higher quality of life. Or I'm sure there's some MD definition that is way better than mine, but that's to my best interpretation of it. It's like, okay, I'm using observation to help guide them to a higher quality of life. And I can do this for myself. I can step away for a second and observe what is going on. What is really going on with this person? If you could just detach from the emotion, from just you being trapped inside yourself for a second, go outside yourself and just kind of view yourself, whether you're sitting at in your office, whether you're at the gym, kind of just view what's really going on. What is this person doing? And then our last point for today, this is how we will wrap it up. Remember, you are the result of what you learn, eat, and act upon. You are what you do. So if you want to become a historian, you should read a lot of history. If you want to be a good writer, you should write. That's Marcus Aurelius or Aristotle. It's one of the more famous philosophers. I'm tripped up. I can't remember who it was specifically. Either way, it makes so much sense. But you are what you do is my point. And if we can just come to peace with that, like, I don't need to save the world right now. So much of my pain and suffering is like, I'm just all riled up, like, I gotta do this right now, or I'm a failure. And it's like, okay, well, I'm working on this. So I'm giving my full attention to this. Like, I'm giving my full attention to the show right here, right now, because I want to make it good. But I also want to read a big stack of books that I've gotten from the store the other day, but I'm not doing that right now. And that's okay. I'll get to that. And maybe we can apply that to more of our life, whether we're in our job right now and we're giving our time to that. And then I'm not worried about my health and fitness because I know I'm going to work out later. So I put that off to the side, not right now. But we understand what we take action on. If we do not take action, this is so undersold in, gosh, it's so tough because this is the piece. We're in the information age. So pretty much like I sell implementation. Like I'm guarantee you're going to take some action. You're going to get some stuff done, because I think that's where the real value is in the coaching marketplace right now. That's my personal opinion. Versus knowledge, I think you have enough knowledge to change your life in a dramatic way. It's just having the support and the environment to actually do that. So selling implementation. So acting upon what you learn. Are you doom scrolling on your phone? What is that teaching you? Are you distracted or are you educated? Use your own interpretations of this. See what's going on. What areas do you need to do? It's usually one particular area for everyone, whether it's like my money, my health, my learning. It's usually a lot of people have like one crutch, and then if you unlock that, then you're able to explode into action, do a bunch of things. So be an investigator, be a detective for your own life, be honest with yourself, have some compassion. But that's all I had for today, everyone. Thanks for checking in. This was just some topics and some ideas to help with knowing yourself a little bit better, improving your language, being the observer. Let's have some self-compassion and try and enjoy the day. Thanks for checking out our content. If you want to learn more about investing in yourselves and working with me and our company personally, we offer a 6-week Total Life Mastery Bootcamp where we go over the most important topics to make sure that our life has the foundation we need to catapult us forward, to take the right and proper actions, to become happier and more productive, guaranteed, or our money back.